And there are 3 other variations in the magazine. Really, really simple, straightforward recipes that you can make with cooked chicken and chicken broth, and they come together in minutes. Today I'm gonna make one of those recipes. It's a ginger and garlic chicken soup. Could not be easier. You start off with 1 clove of sliced garlic. You're gonna saute that in just a tiny bit of oil, a teaspoon of oil. I'm gonna add that to the pan. And then a teaspoon of grated ginger. I'm just gonna grate it right over the pot using my rasp grater. It's already peeled. You can add more if you want to. Maybe that was a bad idea. My hand is burning. I'm coming back to the board. Sometimes you make snap decisions that are not the right decision. Luckily, there is going back in this case. So it's a teaspoon of grated fresh ginger and a 1/4 teaspoon of ground turmeric. Saute that just until fragrant, and in fact the garlic is already smelling fragrant. So to that I'm going to add my broth. It's 6 cups of low sodium chicken broth. You can certainly use homemade. I love homemade, and every time I make a roast chicken I use the carcass to make stock, or you can buy bones to make stock, but there are lots of good brands out there that you can buy and they're quite delicious. Just look for low sodium, otherwise it's just very, very salty. You want to bring this to a simmer. I'm going to add just a little bit of salt. That was like literally a tiny pinch. I don't know if you noticed. I'm so proud of myself. And that's it. Bring it to a simmer, and then we're going to add some noodles. Meanwhile, I'll get my garnish ready. I have a couple of scallions that I'm going to cut up. Chives are nice as well if you have them. Any kinds of fresh herbs. The thing about these soups is that we were really trying to think of like fresh, delicious ways to sort of amp up a store-bought stock, and I think we came up with some really good versions. Just thinly slice them. This is just for garnish. You can stir some of the scallion whites into the broth as it's coming to a simmer if you so desire, but it's not in the recipe. We tried to keep the ingredient list super duper short so that it would be nice and easy for you. I also have some microgreens. You can add any kind of greens to the soup at the end. You could put some spinach in, you could put arugula, you could put finely shredded kale, anything like that to add a little bit of freshness at the end. That's it. Now we're just waiting. So it's boiling now, as you can see. Add 3 ounces of angel hair. I'm gonna just break it in half. The pot's kind of small. It's also easier to eat if it's broken in half. Doesn't look quite as elegant, but I think it's more than made up for in ease of eating. Shouldn't take too long to cook. You're really gonna wanna cook this like 1 or 2 minutes less than the package directions, which is usually like 4 to 6 minutes. So just cook it until it's just shy of finished. Just before the noodles are done, add some chicken. This is a cup of cooked chicken. You can use rotisserie chicken. You can use leftover cooked chicken from last night's roast chicken. You get the idea. We want it to be easy. I want it to be easy for you. And some lemon, a couple tablespoons of lemon juice to brighten everything up, and then it's ready to serve. You just need to heat that chicken through. 1, 2. I'm gonna have some. Make sure you get some of that chicken and some of those noodles. I feel like perhaps easier than a ladle for getting that stuff out would be some tongs. I'm getting more than one thing dirty, but they were sliding off my ladle. Okay. A little bit more. Definitely missed out on some of that chicken. Some scallion. A little bit of microgreen. Cute. Microgreens are cute. But I'm so excited to try this. Lemony, gingery, garlicky, but not too garlicky. It's so good. It's so warming and cozy. I really think you guys are gonna love it.